Hello, my jellyfitters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 15th of November, 2025. Looks fairly similar to things I've seen in the past, because after a while they all look the same. Let's see. So I was talking about building a roguelike, how I would do it, what I like to think about when I'm thinking about it, even though what I was really talking about ended up being why I can't, which basically is time, right? Old men have no time, and I've got other projects that are wasting time as well. Like I have talked in the past about. I'm going to get back over there. So to go search the weeds. Flail. Screw it. The flail's attack pattern is helpful even at the major disadvantage I have right now. So um, as long as you're on the first couple of levels, doesn't help with some problems like running to death. But it's helpful for a lot of problems. Let's run up this way. That must be a different monkey. There's the monkey I'm after. There's my monkey. Come on, my monkey, come here. See what happens here. All right. Let's try F strength. Good. I can use it. So, what is the basic idea? The basic idea is I want to do something that I've talked about, I think, because I had that problem where the previous, where my ally ended up way down there. This is actually very protective of it. Of me. The monkey probably expires. No, it does not. Okay. He still has to get across. But, okay, let's look to see if we can find one more potion. Doesn't look like it now. Good firebolt. Not great, but good. Broadsword, probably not. Plate armor, not. Scale mail. So I think our best bet is scale mail and come back up. If, of course, we do things. So, what are some of the principles that I wanted to do to put together a roguelike? So I want something where it feels like a story. So, one thing I do is I would use the random number generator differently. So, I don't know if you know much about pseudo random number generators. Some people may, some people probably don't. But it's a fairly simple situation where just have a giant prime number, and every time you take your seed and you multiply that seed by the prime number, um, and then you get a number that's much larger than that. So you want to start with the big prime number. You don't want to use like 3. You want to use something with 12 digits or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what would be optimal. So you take your seed, which is some number of 12 digits or less, or 7 digits or less, or whatever your prime number size is. Multiply it by, okay, that's a scale mail of absorption. So that is actually quite good. So we will not be going back up. We'll just wear this chainmail for a little while. We don't need the scale mail of absorption right now, but we will make sure the chainmail is not equally amazing before we get rid of it. So one thing you could do is to separate all the uses of your random number generator to populate things in a fairly consistent way, right? Or different kinds of features of the dungeon, or different. So you have sort of higher level ideas, right? Like what sorts of people are going to be in this dungeon, and or what sorts of monsters, and then 2 or 3 kind of story-esque things have to do with those monsters. And you start doing combinations based on the monster, that kind of monster, and randomly add sorts of things, right? So one thing I was thinking of was, for example, for out of depth monsters, if you know what kind of monsters are going to be out of depth, then what kind of monsters are going to be on the next level, then you could take a sub-kind, a subset, a sub monster. Like if there are ogres in the level below, you could have a sub monster like a hunter that shows up on the level above that actually might give you some idea about what's going to happen later on in the game. So I've got a dagger again, so I have to change my way of thinking. Okay. That's +2 chainmail, so I don't think that'll be as good as the scale mail. Obviously, if the scale mail is +3, then it's going to be better off the top, right? Um, or it's going to be just as good off the top, but it will be better because it has the absorption. Um, that's not what I wanted to do. Negation, no good. Showing at 15, probably. The flail is a better weapon. But I don't need to kill things. I still don't need to kill things. Um, so the hope I'm going to have is that by sticking that guy in that thing, I'll still be able to get him out. I don't know. Because I won't have a telepathic bond right away. See, that's +3 scale mail of absorption. Definitely better than the chainmail +2. Okay, so let's drop +2 chainmail. And when we find a good place, we will do some. Okay. We need to find a good place soon because I saw an acid mound. And my alert did get back up. Okay, good. So he will be available for acid mound duty for a little while. Worshipping. Do I have anything? I don't have anything. It does complicate use testing potions. H. Enchanting to E, click H to E, click H to E, F. Okay, so it was that. That was not a wonderful thing. It's, I was lucky. It's not the weapon I wanted protected. Nine, charging and J, protect armor. Okay. Did I do all the things on the armor? Yes. Armor 11 plus the scale mail. Will absorb 1 to 7 points of damage, which is super good. And then, of course, there can be other rolls for on the same level, right? So we're not dealing with um, something too big. So you could have like the Goblin Mayor, for example. As an archetype if you wanted one. Right? Oops, that was bad. Another ogre. What's this? Javelins? What am I doing with my cards? I'm invisible. Not invisible. Okay. So that little bit of customization can lead to different sorts of stories that themselves could be kind of fun. What as? Oh, that thing. All right. Let's see if we can do stuff. It's over here. Nothing. Okay. So, yeah, that's a basic idea. Nothing great. Poisons this thing here. Okay, so, got a relatively good build here as far as these whatevers I have, as far as the find exit I did. So here, oh, there's the door. Did I search down here? But in essence, I feel that that could eliminate some of the weird things here, like when I was playing the game, when I was playing the seed one over and over and over again, mapping it out, trying to learn the game. found some weird things happening from time to time. Lots of stuff, not enough potions, not enough consumables. Right? Acid mounds, if they're not destroying your equipment, are not a huge problem. And again, if you have reasonable armor, neither are vampire bats. However, sometimes, a lot of times, you get to this level, to maybe not 9, but levels where they show up, and you don't have that, and don't either have the protections. I was going to try to do something with how many of these things are there. Not enough food. That was like 4 of these things. That was a major worship center. So the spiders may have escaped. What's that? Screw will be charging. Very nice. Okay, my friend. Let's see. Can we get down here? Trying to keep them inside the cloud. Tends to be an issue. What am I doing? Do I have a hallucination of darkness still alive? I need to have that light. If I find a life, I can check these other potions. I did not find a detect magic. There's a strength. That'll help doubly. Oh, fool. Okay, let's see. Let's see what can we do here. Let's throw. Potion descent. Right there. There, get them all. That's a good job. Okay, what did I drop? Oh, I'm still wearing that curse ring of stone. Jesus. This place is sort of overcrowded. So kill the warlord. Yes, I did catch it happen. We're unaware. Okay. Did not catch it. Right. I am unfortunately getting to a place where I have to use some of these things. So detect magic. Good. Very lucky. Okay. And the unknown thing was that it aggravate monsters. Let's see. Ground potion is also good. So let's fire immunity. Detect weapons. So if I find a good weapon. Oh, actually. Oh, so let's see, what should we do? Well, first we should get rid of a bunch of not super things. Anything else here that needs necessarily to go? No. Let's get the score just for fun, shits and giggles. I don't think the broadsword is going to be very good, but it packs a wallop and it's magical on top of it. But I have to kill that stupid thing. It's not you, dude. All right. Let's start in a the vote. Well, pretty much done. So move course, so we can get rid of that. Um, any to kill a lot of things. Did any of my dudes survive? Incineration. One of them did. So obviously the hard thing is if you're doing a random thing, how can I make how can I make it just as weird and deadly with strange combos and still make it seem somewhat realistic? It's a good question. I haven't thought about it at all. All schools are now good. So, no teleportation. Where am I? Okay. Do I have shattering? Shattering. Those are death traps. So I kept the flail just for this purpose. Okay, now I can switch to the broadsword. You EP. I mean, not literally, right, dude? Stop thinking like that. Sorry. It's usually a bunch of vampire bats. And I am use testing to figure out what this is. It's actually not as important as with the spear. The spear could be something amazing. Oh crap. I have a health chart, right? All right. Daggers are nasty. I'm glad he tried to go away. LG. Let's review IU. See, that's why the daggers are nasty. What do I have? Teleportation. Eels? No eels? Come on. Yeah, you see that? Oh, this is scroll enchanting. I do not have a, if I had a, up, where there has to be. Oops, thank you. That's it. There were eels. They just didn't show up. +3. Very good. And there's actually nothing there. Useful, unless I had a shattering school. Do I know what a shattering school looks like? No, I didn't find any here. See, so remember, if we find a shattering, or if we find a multiplicity. Okay, so that is very interesting to find. Well, very nice. Okay, I will just use the detect magic. Okay, so that lets me get rid of that flail. Might want to decide on that. Oh, this is commutational. More scrolls of enchanting. Am I using the flail still? Find the key. Right. Straight down. Is this the what? Yeah. So open that up. If I want to, I can now make something more coolish than it is. Need to combine things. Or the life. Oh no. Okay, let's see. This is a long. Oh, it's a spear of multiplicity. Okay, what do I see here? Three more dudes. Really not so tough. Shouldn't have done that. Should have gotten on the thing here. Damping, not as good. Mm, oh, yeah. So, I think I should have done something with the weapons, but I'm not sure what.